So I've been watching and studying Biaheza for the last few months, and in this video I'm going to show you the simple strategies he's used to grow his channel to over 1 million subscribers, build a super profitable business in the process, and even start a second YouTube channel to prove that his success is not luck. But we already knew that, right? Because success always leaves clues. Let's get into the video. The timestamps will be in the description. So for those of you who don't know Biaheza, he's a YouTuber in the finance business niche, originally from Belarus, but he moved to California when he was 6. He started posting on YouTube from a very young age, but his early content was nothing like what he posts today. He actually started making videos of scientific experiments and skateboarding, but as you can clearly see, those didn't really take off. He then completely changed his niche and posted his first finance-related video in November 2018. And it was about, yeah, you guessed it, dropshipping. As you can see, his channel initially revolved around tips to grow on Instagram and how to make money. And his videos were targeted mainly at teenagers because he was only 17 at the time and he could really connect with that audience. Plus, he very quickly got on the dropshipping train, which was the best possible move because that was exactly the type of content people were looking for at the end of 2018. And that trend has only continued until today, as you can see in this graph. So to those who say dropshipping is dead, maybe you are right and the actual business model is dead, but making content courses about it, probably still a good idea. And this is the first lesson I want to share with you today. Whatever your channel is about, keep an eye on what's trending in your niche. This is also why my video about the wizard list has done so well. I posted it exactly here. And yes, I know you need a bit of luck to time these things well, just like it's super hard to time the stock market, for example, but you're more likely to get lucky if you keep your eyes open. Anyway, as with most YouTubers, part of Biaheza's success in the early days was down to being at the right place at the right time, but not always down to luck. He also got a few things right. He managed to make his videos clickable and people found real value in them, so they stayed. How did he manage this? Well, first with amazing titles. Look at this one or this one. He's making incredible promises with these titles. 25 grand in your first month dropshipping as a teen, 1,000 active followers a week, that's a lot when you're starting. The promise is impressive, but it sounds even more crazy when you see who is making that promise. It makes you go like, who is this kid and how did he manage that? If he can do it, I probably can too. And so you click. So it's important that you put some serious thought into your titles. Don't just describe what your video is about. Come up with an offer that your target viewer can't say no to. Make it look like it's the solution to the problem they're trying to solve, or just make it impressive, impossible, intriguing, or relatable to get people to click. But of course, a good title is not everything, and it won't keep your viewers watching for long unless your actual content is good. If you want to keep people watching, you need to first reassure the viewer at the beginning of the video that they're going to get exactly what they came for, and then jump straight into delivering some form of value. How you do this is secondary. Like, you can have crazy high production value, the best editing, or the most amazing personality, but if your video has no meat, or it takes you forever to get to the important bits, or within the first few seconds your viewer is not convinced that they're going to get what they need, then they're not going to stay. That's how it is. But Biaheza knows this, and he kept his intro short and delivered on his promises. He gave people real practical advice that gets results, and you only need to read his comment section to see how much people appreciated him sharing his business experiences and his no BS approach to things. Right, next key to Biaheza's success. Keep your content fresh with constant experiments. If you look at Biaheza's videos today and compare them to his first few videos, you'll notice a big difference. Part of it is production value, like he has a better camera now, his editing has improved, his thumbnails look a lot more professional, etc. He also looks a lot more confident on camera, which is something that comes with time and practice. But the biggest difference for me is in how he presents his content. His early videos were basically him sitting down and talking to the camera. There wasn't much editing, B-roll, or fancy stuff going on. That's how everyone starts, really. All the focus was on the content and there was real value in it. But he still shared screenshots as he talked to make his videos as easy to follow as possible, and he also showed proof of everything that could have been questioned, like his dropshipping sales. He knew that people were going to wonder how a 17-year-old was making so much money with something like dropshipping.
I know what y'all are thinking. Who's this little F-boy trying to tell him that he made 25K his first month dropshipping? Oh, that's BS, that happened, bro. And that's fair, but...
And showing his numbers and refreshing the pages to prove that they were real was a way to gain authority. But still, his videos were nothing fancy at all. Now, that's one way of doing things, and it works, but your content or your personality, or both, have to be top tier, and not everyone can pull this off. The other way of doing things is what Biaheza is doing now. He's still making finance and business videos, but his content is a lot more dynamic and entertaining because most of his videos are challenges and experiments. This keeps things fun and fresh and also lends itself to amazing storytelling. This is how you stay relevant in a competitive niche. This is literally what MrBeast's channel is all about. Now think about your own content. Could you do something similar? Maybe do a challenge that's going to be interesting and fun to watch for your audience, or maybe you can try something new and a bit crazy. I personally love this type of content when it's within a niche that I'm interested in, but I've always thought that I needed some serious investment to make a good video using this strategy. And you know, it's true, like today Biaheza has enough cash to do something like this, but he also started from zero and his early experiments were a lot more modest. And if you don't want to, you don't even have to spend any money. Videos like this or this tend to do very well on YouTube. You just need to find something similar within your niche and come up with a story. And if you're doing this, don't neglect the hook. A good way to start a challenge video and get people to keep watching past the first few seconds is using the structure Biaheza is using in this video. First the goal, like what you're going to be doing, then the rules, then you define winning, and if you want to make it even better, then explain what's at stake, like what's going to happen if you don't achieve your goal. Then add good music, and there you go. You have a formula for success to start any experimental or challenge-based video. And as always, baby steps. You won't go from this to this overnight, but if you focus on making your next video 1% better than your last, you're going to end up in a really good place. And here are some ideas to help you take more steps towards doing exactly this by following the footsteps of another incredible YouTuber that you shouldn't ignore. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.